Stay from 9 to 8 every workday. No fun at night, gotta hit the hay. But on Friday, now you've worked all week long. It's time to get out and say, what's up, Hong Kong?
Hey, welcome to What's Up Hong Kong, the show where we tell you what's going on in Hong Kong this week and meet some of Hong Kong's most interesting people. Our guest this week is Andrew Chu, who happens to be my favorite local comedian here in Hong Kong. I will personally vouch for him being incredibly funny. His credits, he came in second place in the 2007 Chinese comedy competition here in Hong Kong. That was right after he started doing stand-up. He was the winner of the 2010 Funniest Comedian competition for English. And he most recently, he placed second again this year at the Chinese Funniest Comedian competition. Thank you for being with us here today, Andrew.
Yeah, sure.
No pressure to be funny or anything.
Oh.
You don't have to be if you don't want to be.
No, I'm just lying down and enjoying the air condition of your room. Yeah.
Yeah, we are recording from an undisclosed location, but it is air conditioned, so that's good.
So I'm here for the free food and drinks. So
and the women, of course.
Yeah, you can keep talking.
All right, will do. While you're stuffing your face, I'll keep it going. So let's learn more about you, Andrew. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
When I was small, I really want to be a rock star. I'm very active person.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like a class clown.
Sure.
I always want attention from people, and I will do everything I can to get the attention.
Okay.
But my parents, they are completely opposite, because they have been working in the civil servants.
Okay.
Which you have to be very disciplined, right? You have to discipline and you have to follow the orders. But I hate doing that, so I do exactly opposite what they told me to do.
It's funny how that works out. A lot of times you have children that follow in their parents' footsteps, but then you have the opposite, like you.
Yes.
Do exactly what their parents don't do.
Yeah, they always ask me to follow the orders to be quiet all the time. But I personally, I don't want to be quiet. I have a lot of expressions. I think I have an attitude when I was in school.
Sure.
So in school, I always during the lunch section, I will go out and talk shit about the teachers.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm sure the other kids love that.
Yeah, I would talk about, like, today I see Mr. Chen coming to school with another schoolgirl. What have they been doing all night long? Stuff like that. Yeah.
Classic. Well, how about today? What do your parents think about your comedy career today?
Frankly, they don't even know that I'm on the stage.
Oh yeah. You don't come home and tell them I got second place in the comedy competition?
I think they somehow find out, but they just keep quiet because I think they are very angry inside.
Okay.
But they just have no control of me anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to let Andrew be Andrew.
Yeah, because I'm grown up already. I've grown up, so I have to be doing what I want to do. And in Hong Kong, many children like me, they don't have the choice. They have to follow the footsteps of their parents.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it's good to see that you followed your independent spirit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, great. Well, what led you to become a comedian?
I always wanted to go on stage and be funny, and then in 2007 I found out on the internet that Jamie Gong is doing a comedy workshop in the summer. So I registered for the workshop, and I showed up, and then he teach me the basic skills like comedy writing and how to perform on the stage, and public speaking. And then after the workshop, he asked, "Oh, anyone want to perform? Want to try out?" And then I raise my hand, and then I do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you come up with your original material? Could you? How many? What did you do? Like 5 minutes to start? 10 minutes?
Yeah, at first, usually I have a script. I
Mhm.
can tell you it's observational comedy. So I talk about things happening around me, and then now I start to I want to try something new. So I will do a lot of interaction and crowd work as well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a tough skill.
Yeah, with the audience, but it's fun. Once you pick up these skills, it is fun because you are interacting with the audience
Sure.
and doing the crowd work.
Well, I'm sure that that took some time to develop because
Yeah.
I can always think you can think of a joke and just
Mhm.
go up on stage and tell the joke.
Yeah.
But when it comes to actually coming up with stuff off the top of your head that's not prepared, interacting with the audience, that's a completely different.
Yeah, that's
Skill.
completely different, but it's fun when you can do it, and you find out that, oh, actually you got that skills. So I'm happy because I can write the materials and also I can do interactions
I
with
bet
the
that feels
audience.
good.
Yeah, it feels good. Yeah.
And we should probably mention that where you took the class and where you've been
Mm.
performing most is at Takeout Comedy, which is in Soho and Central.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And that's you mentioned Jamie Gong before. He's the owner of
Yeah.
Takeout Comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we'll talk about that a bit more later. So I was looking online, and your biography said that you had a boyhood hobby of watching cartoons and reading comic books.
Yeah.
What cartoons and comic books have influenced you the most?
When I was very small, I think I watched the Snoopy. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
Peanuts,
Yeah,
Snoopy.
Peanuts, something like that. Yeah, but they are in
Oh,
Chinese.
I've noticed you got to be careful whenever
Yeah.
you have a local
Oh.
Hong Kong person say peanuts, because
Okay.
sometimes it sounds like something else.
Yeah.
My wife has that problem.
Okay. Peanuts.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get it?
Not.
I'll explain it to
Yeah,
you
you
later.
show it to me.
Okay. So okay, you had the Snoopy. Anything
Snoopy,
else?
and then but the Snoopy is in Chinese version.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
And the head is twisted.
Head is twisted.
Yes.
All right, I
Because
missed
of
that
the
one.
copyright issue.
Oh.
They have to twist the head.
Okay.
So that's fine. That's not Snoopy. Yeah.
So they're not getting sued.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
And when I grow up, then I start to watch more different comedies, like the I watched The Simpsons
Yes.
and also the South Park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
my
a big fan
favorite.
of that.
Yeah, so I think my brain is a mixture of those two shows. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, those are two shows that I grew up with. I've memorized a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
You have a favorite South Park episode?
Yeah, of course. I remember one that they talk about the election day.
Erection Day.
Election day. You remember that
Yes.
episode? Yeah. So he need to go on stage,
Jimmy.
Jimmy,
Yeah,
yes.
he's a comedian
Yes.
as well.
and yeah, that's a classic.
Yep, good
Mhm.
one. So check that out if you haven't watched. If you're not up to date on all your South Park people listening at home, Erection Day. It's
Yeah.
a pretty funny one. All right. Who are your comedy influences as far as other comedians?
Mm-hmm. There's a American comedian called he's Paul Ogata.
Right.
Yes, he came to Hong Kong, I think, almost 60 times already.
Yeah, I think he was
And-
here last month.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Paul Ogata, he inspired me because when I saw him live, he's doing a lot of crowd work
Mm-hmm.
with the audience, and I learned a lot from that because just by seeing him doing it live, it's just different when you are watching the comedian performing on YouTube. I mean the video clip on YouTube is
Mhm.
completely different.
Yeah.
So I encourage people, if you want to try out comedy, you should watch it live instead of watching on the YouTube.
I really think so.
Yeah.
I've been a stand-up comedy fan for a long
Mhm.
time, and I only started watching over in the past year when I came to Hong Kong. Because back where I was in the States, they didn't have too many comedy clubs, but it is extra funny whenever you see it live.
Yeah.
And you do get to interact with the
Yes.
comics, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Great time out.
And the other comedian I really like is Stephen White.
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
love Stephen Wright.
Yeah.
His style is
His
great.
style, yeah. His style is pen face.
Right.
And then he got a lot of one-liners. He's a one-liner.
Right.
And I really like writing jokes that's one line because
Right.
it's very difficult. I can tell. I spent like 2 weeks to try to figure out one line, but no, nothing come up. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I like his shows because in 1 hour, if you go to another comedian show, they will take time to tell a story for each joke. And you might hear in an hour time period maybe 15 to 20 jokes. You go to a Stephen Wright show, you're going to hear like 100 jokes in an hour because he just rattles them off back to back so quickly.
Yeah.
It's really good. All right. So those are definitely some good acts to follow.
Yeah.
So you've been performing in Hong Kong since 2007. Have you performed outside of Hong Kong at all yet?
I have been to Shenzhen.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's so
that's
far
also-
away.
Yes.
Did you perform in Mandarin?
No, I tried to, but I'm still exploring the limits. So maybe one day I will be performing in Mandarin. I don't know, but it depends on whether I can pick up the Mandarin because they tell you there are 4 tones, but I could never hear the 4 tones.
Oh, well, how many
Yes.
tones are there in Cantonese? 9? It's not easy for us,
Yeah.
Guilo, trying to pick up Cantonese, I'll tell you that much. But it seems like you got the English comedy down very well.
Yeah.
I think your style would translate very well into the United States. You should maybe do a tour there.
Yeah. I really looking forward to it. But first, I have to solve the problem. Is that transport? Yeah. How can I get there? Yeah. And the cargo. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
hide in the wheel.
Yeah.
So you perform both for local Chinese audiences and audiences made up mostly of expats and foreigners. How do they compare with one another, the two different types of audiences?
Oh, if you are performing in Hong Kong, you have to skip all the jokes that contains the rock star's name in US.
Sure.
I mean the celebrities.
Right, you got to tailor it to the
Yeah,
audience.
because sometimes they may not know who's the actor you are referring to.
Right.
So you have to talk about universal jokes, just like, for example, relationships, and then sex, money. These are universal topics.
Oh, Hong Kong people are interested in sex and money? I didn't think so.
The expats.
Oh, the
yeah,
expats
the
are.
expats. Yeah, they love it.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Chinese people hate sex and money.
Yeah, I when I have one experience. I did a Chinese show and I talked too much about sex, and the people just don't laugh at all.
Really?
Yeah, they are so afraid.
Oh
They are
no.
covering up their bodies, and yeah, I think the main difference is that in the Chinese show not to do sex jokes. No, I definitely not talking about sex.
Okay, so maybe just
No.
dating jokes, but
Yeah.
keep it clean.
Yeah, you have to keep it clean.
Not working blue, as
No.
they say.
No, definitely not in the Chinese show. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big difference. Which type of audience do you prefer to perform for? Do you
I-
have a preference?
No, I don't have a preference.
As long as you're making people smile.
Yes, that's the goal of going on stage, right? You have to make people laugh. I don't have a preference at all.
Good answer. Very
Mhm.
political answer. All right. So do you get nervous before you perform?
Frankly, I have to tell you a very funny fact. I have never thought about it before I do comedy. The fact is that when you are performing for 1 to 2 audience, you are not more nervous when compared to when you are performing for 100 people.
Right. So
Yeah.
small audience, large audience.
Yes.
It's the same as
No.
far as the nerve. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I mean, you got very nervous when you are performing for just 2 people.
For the small crowd.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But when you are on the big stage, it's relaxed.
Yeah, I think I understand that.
Yeah, because I have one experience. I was lucky to be a guest performer in the English competition this year. I got a few minutes set, and the audience is the room is packed. It's in the APA in Wan Chai. I think there's around 300 people.
Yeah, it's a big room.
Yeah, and the audience are awesome, and I mean it's much easier to perform when I was doing the show in APA.
Yeah.
But then I go back to perform in the club.
Yeah, like a Thursday night.
Yeah, like a Thursday night, just 2 to 3 people come, and I somehow, I don't know why, but it's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow you got nervous. You don't know why.
Because it's so intimate. There's just less chance you're going to make them laugh with every joke.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a good practice for comedians to perform for just 2 to 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
So my suggestion is not to get discouraged when there are not too many audience. You get the stage time and practice.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it might not make you feel good, but if you perform poorly for 2 or 3 people, it's not as big a deal as performing poorly for a full room, right?
If you can kill in the 3 to 5 people, you don't have to worry.
All right.
When you go on a big stage,
then you'll murder 100 people.
Yeah, it's like playing the basketball. You know, you have to gradually progress. You on the first time you are one-on-one with another player, then you are progressing to the big stage.
Practice makes perfect.
Yes, exactly.
But if you do have the instance where you feel kind of nervous, how do you overcome your performance anxiety? Any tricks?
In the past, I will just, drink water.
Okay.
Yeah.
That helps cool you down.
Yeah.
And then does it make do you feel more nervous whenever you're you're opening for a bigger act, like when Paul Ogata's in town or Shecky Wong, Sam McCool?
Not really. I got very relaxed because I know that's his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you know that even
open.
if you do poorly, somebody great is going to come on after you and make them feel good again. So what can people in Hong Kong do if they want to become a comedian?
Oh, they have to they can either join the workshop of Jamie Gong.
Okay.
The comedy workshop.
That's at Takeout Comedy?
Yeah, that's at Takeout Comedy. Or the second way is to go to the open mics.
Okay, and I think where do they have the open mics? The Hong Kong Brew House?
Oh, yeah. Actually, if you can speak Chinese and English, there are 3 open mics you can attend.
Okay.
The first one is the Chinese open mic. It's every Monday at 8 p.m. in Takeout Comedy. And for the English, it's on every Tuesday, 8 p.m. And on Wednesday, it's in the Brew House. Yeah.
Right.
At 8 p.m. as well.
Yeah, you're probably going to get a decent crowd there since everyone will just be eating dinner there anyway.
Oh yeah, The Brew House is a good place to practice.
Yeah,
your
try out
routine.
new material.
Yeah.
Do you still do the open mics at all?
Yeah, I go to the Brew House. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
And also sometimes I go to the English open mic in Takeout Comedy.
Okay. So do you have any other tips as far as how to perform comedy well for people?
As I said before, just practice makes perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be discouraged when you see just a few audience.
Right.
Because just think in mind, it's a great opportunity to practice.
So there's no trick to really becoming a great comedian. You have to work hard at it.
For me, That's it. I don't know about other great comedians. Yeah,
Sure.
you have to call them. For me, it's just going up there on stage and gather your materials. Yeah, when I did the competition in 2010, I think I spent a whole year in advance to gather the materials, and I think I have around say 60 minutes of materials.
Wow.
Then I cut down the 60 minutes to a tight 7 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's very important. You have to gather your materials, and then you
Find the best material.
find the best materials.
And I guess the way to find the best is to try it out. You got to really gauge audience reaction.
Exactly.
Because something you think might be awesome
Mhm.
may not actually be that great.
Yeah, you have to you need the attitude of not afraid of failing. That's very important in comedy.
All right. Well, thank you for those tips. Your biography also says that your dream is to make every person on the earth happy.
Yeah.
How do you go about trying to achieve this dream?
I perform more on the stage, and to spread the positive spirit. Because for myself, I have a lot of hardship when I was younger, because I'm not very good in academics. I always failed in subjects, and I was always discouraged by other people that, oh, you are not going to make it, you're just a failure. But I mean, that's too negative. You have to think positive. So I sometimes, if I have a very sad experience, I will try to put it on stage. I will try to express it on the stage. Just like recently, I got on the MTR, and there's a guy. I was trying to sit on the seat,
Okay.
and then he's occupying the seat with his hand.
Oh.
Yes. and I tried to put it on stage and said, "Oh, you know how the Chinese occupy the seats? They just put their hands on the seat. That is mine. Go away." Yeah.
Sure. So yeah, that's a simple observation that you can just turn quickly a negative into a funny joke.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, now we got a little insight into your process.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that's great. I completely agree. Positive mental attitude is very important.
Yes. Even though in hard times, and when you are dealing with hardships.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
What else, other than stand up and working, what else do you like to do in Hong Kong? Any other hobbies?
Actually, no. I'm a very quiet person. In fact, in a group, everyone is making jokes, but sometimes I just quiet. I keep quiet because I want to gather information. I want to know what they are saying and gather the information. So you have to, yeah.
So you're like a comedy spy.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to gather information. That's how you get the materials, right?
Yeah, I suppose
Yeah.
so. Especially you work with a lot of comedians from all over the world. So if you listen to somebody from South Africa, from UK, from Australia, from US, you kind of learn a bit more about their own culture, because you have to appeal to audiences from all over the world as well. So I'm sure that helps.
Yeah, I actually I learned a lot from working with some of the overseas comedians in Take Out Comedy, and they have a very different perspective on Hong Kong, and I learned a lot from viewing this world from a different perspective, and it helps for your routine.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I ask everyone who comes on the show, if there's a person who's coming from abroad and they're coming to Hong Kong for the first time, they're only here for a couple days, What is the one thing that you think they should definitely do while they're here?
Oh, I would definitely recommend them to go to the open mics.
Aha!
Yeah.
Go see some comedy.
Yeah, go see some comedy and try out the stage of Hong Kong.
Oh, so you're saying that they should actually get on stage?
Yeah, get on stage.
Okay.
Because if you bombed, no one knows
Yeah,
back home.
you just get on a plane and get out of
Yes.
here. Nice. Well, that's all the questions I have for you right now.
Mhm.
But so we get into the part of the show now that's all about the events that are coming on. I hope you'll stay and just make some commentary.
Yeah.
Maybe if you see anything, hear anything you want to make a joke about, feel free to do that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So as usual, we're going to start with our first section. It's the arts. It's the arts. It's the arts. All right, so we have some ongoing events this week. This is all the art and culture section or events going on in Hong Kong. We start with an art event called Philosopher's Knockoff Stone, Turning Gold into Plastic at Osagi in Kwun Tong.
Yeah, definitely go because we got a lot of plastics in Hong Kong. So you turn the waste into gold. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
go
they
that.
turn gold into plastic, and you
Yeah.
turn their plastic into gold for them.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the works of 10 local artists concerning alchemy and transformation, and that's going on through December 8th. We have another art event called All My Newborns at Eye Appreciation in Central. It's colorful, playful sculptures made of recycled materials by Japanese artist Tomita Natsumi. That's going on through December 15th. We have another art event called Mock Mania, the David Mock Show, at Opera Gallery in Central. A Scottish sculptor and installation and collage artist, as well as one of Britain's best loved and iconic artists, shows a collection of small-scale pieces.
I don't pick up you're speaking too fast, but I heard the word British. So
Yes.
I think that's a good thing. Yeah, you should go.
Is that just Hong Kong people hear British and they
Yeah,
automatically think,
British
oh, that'll be
colony.
good?
Yeah.
Yeah, through December 12th. Art event called Paper Ink at EC Gallery in Central. Chinese artist Wu Shui-lan has art that explores the relationship between yin and yang through December 10th.
Whoa.
Another art event, James Bond and the Big Screen Legends at Picture This Gallery in Central. It's a show of vintage and original Bond movie posters dating from the 1950s to today. And that's going on through December 15th. Did you see the new Bond movie?
Not yet.
Oh, man.
I'll wait for
cool.
the private DVDs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good way to save some money. Okay. Art event, Touched Faces and Masks at AP Contemporary in Sheungwan. A Russian fashion designer, Sonia Suharian, merges reality and fantasy in this collection of paintings through December 15th, Tuesday through Saturday, noon to 8 p.m. Through December 15th, we also have another art event called Zhao Wao Ki Beyond at Feast Projects in Ap Lei Chau. Zhao Wao Ki exhibits 15 recent large watercolor paintings. A lot of paintings to look at.
Yeah.
Through December 15th, there's a photography event called Watermarks at Sundaram Tagore Gallery in Central. A Canadian photographer displays disarmingly beautiful images of industrial landscapes. It actually looks pretty cool. I saw some pictures online, and they're pretty funky. So go check that out if you want to purchase some cool photographs for your wall. There is a play going on, The Ends of the Earth at Fringe Club in Central, an award-winning dark absurdist comedy. December 4th through 7th, 8 p.m., and December 8th, they have shows at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. It's $220, and once again, that's at Fringe Club in Central. We have the last ongoing event is Double Rainbow at Art Experience Gallery in Sunwon. Japanese artist Hiroshi Mori and Hong Kong Louise Lee, a Hong Konger, Louise Lee, offer a positive perspective to life through the portrayal of children in their paintings. Through December 17th, Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. So we have some one-day events. Wednesday, December 5th, We have art event called Pecha Kucha Night at Triple X Gallery in Sheungwan. Culture, craft, design, and photography presentations, 8 to 10:30 p.m. Entry, you can enter at 7:30 p.m. by RSVP. Find out more details online as far as how to RSVP. Another art event. It's the first day of an art event called bunch of M's, at Hong Kong Visual Arts Center in Central. They call it wearable art or unwearable jewelry. Through December 19th, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. So that's an all-day event.
Yeah, the next show is
we have a film going on that day. It's the first day of an ongoing event called The Traviata Story at Edinburgh Place in Central. It's a series of documentaries featuring excerpts from the Verdi opera classic of the same name. December 5th through 18th, there will be 6 screenings daily between 11 a.m. and 9:15 p.m. Thursday, December 6th, we have an art event called, this is the first day of an ongoing event called Here Here at Art Beatus Gallery in Central, art from Chinese artist Wang Ningtao. That's running through December 24th, starts on the 6th. Also, it's the first day of another event called This Used to Be My Playground at Artify Gallery in Taiwan. The newly opened Artify Gallery's first exhibition features works by Malaysian artist Eiffel Chong. December 6th through January 24th. Friday, December 7th, there's a performance called The Comedy of K by City Contemporary Dance Company at Kwai Ching Theater Auditorium. It's a show inspired by Franz Kafka's classic Metamorphosis. I don't know if you've ever read that book, but it's about a man who turns into a bug.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all in his head.
And they are dancing.
They're dancing through a story that basically is about a man alone in a room turning into a bug. So I'm not sure how that's going to do.
And the servants are dancing, trying to kill the bug.
Yeah, maybe. Trying to dance on him. You can find out more information at ccdc.com.hk. That's going on, so Friday, December 7th and Saturday the 8th at 8 p.m. Tickets start at $140. Another music event going on Friday, Jops Mendelssohn at Hong Kong Cultural Center in TST. The Hong Kong Philharmonic is they have a new music director, and he'll be leading them through 2 Mendelssohn pieces, December 7th and 8th, 8 p.m. Tickets start at $140. So that's going on the exact same time as the other show. Are you into classical music, Andrew?
I will listen to the classical music if I want to have a good sleep.
Okay, yeah. That's true.
Or I want to get away from my parents. Yeah.
You know, they say Mozart makes you smarter when you listen to it.
Okay.
Just keep that in mind for your schoolwork if you decide to go back to school or something. Yeah. All right. Saturday, December 8th, there's an art event. It's the first day of the Japan Media Arts Festival 2012 at Artistry at Island East through January 6th. Then we have a bunch of events going on. Sunday, December 9th, a music event, the 11th Classic for Kids Christmas Concert at the Hong Kong Academy of Performing Arts in Wan Chai. It's a classical Christmas concert for kids. Pretty simple. December 9th and the following 1 week later, Sunday the 16th, shows at 2:15 p.m. and 5 p.m. There's a musical event on Sunday called the Hong Kong YWCA, as opposed to the YMCA, Chinese Orchestra Celebration Concert at Sha Tin Town Hall. 4 p.m. Tickets start at $110. If you're in the neighborhood of Sha Tin, go check it out. Monday, December 10th, this is our last art event. It's actually a music event. Beethoven's Ninth Symphony will be performed by the Hong Kong Bach Choir at the Hong Kong Cultural Center in TST. 8 p.m. Tickets start at $80. So the Bach Choir is performing Beethoven. Traders. And that'll do it for the It's the Art section. What do you think? Are you into art much?
Yeah, I try to pretend to be into the arts.
You just stare at the paintings and say, interesting.
Yeah.
You stroke your chin like you have a beard.
Yeah. And the last event is Baha, right? What's that?
Beethoven?
Beethoven, yeah. And they are barking. Is that
No, the Bach choir.
Oh, the Bach choir. Oh.
Bach is another classical composer.
Oh, I thought they are using the dogs to bark and then make a song.
You know, I would
like-
go see that.
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
Yes.
We should put that together. So our next section is actually our sports and recreation portion of the show. It's called Sports and Rec.
He shoots, he scores. Sports and Rec.
And I should make a note, I haven't mentioned before, that all the sports events and the groups that we promote in this section are for beginners. We will assume that no prior experience is needed to attend any of these events or group functions. So just so the listeners know that, you don't have to be an expert to go to these events. So we have some ongoing events. There's a festival called the Multicultural Festival at Southorn Playground in Wan Chai. They have live music, food, and reasons to celebrate diversity. It's going on every Saturday and Sunday through December 25th, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sundays. There's a Hong Kong People's Fringe Festival going on at various venues throughout the city. Combines music, art, theater, children's shows. There's something for everyone at the city's first open-access arts festival. Going on through December 16th. Look online for more details. There's a film festival called the Banff Mountain Film Festival at Youth Square in Chaiwan. Take part in this year's display of documentaries on mountain culture, sports, and environment. 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m., $70. And I'm not sure when that is going on through exactly, but I believe there are multiple dates. There will be a comedy event, an interesting kind of out in the open. It's called Improv Everywhere. It's going to be happening at Pacific Place in Admiralty. Internationally famous New York City-based prank collective that's known for causing scenes in public places may make you their comic victims in person. So I guess they have people that are mixing into the crowd at Pacific Place, and then at different times during the day they kind of put on a show and get people in the mall to make fun of them or something.
Is that just like the Flash gang?
Yeah, it's kind of like a flash mob.
Oh.
But for comedy, not for dancing. So it'll be interesting.
Okay.
That's going to be December 6th through 9th and the 13th through the 16th. At the showings are at 12:30 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. So sounds cool.
Yeah, I have been doing the Flash every day. Yeah.
Oh, have you?
Oh, look at that. Hey, the bus is coming. And then I will walk in front of him. Yeah.
Okay, so that's an interesting style of flash mob you have there. All right, Wednesday, December 5th, we have horse racing event, International Jockeys Championship 2012 at Happy Valley Racecourse, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Tourist badge is $100. You can get into the public enclosure for $10. I think that's a funny name for where the public can go, like the locals. They put them in the public enclosure, like they're in a farmyard or they trap them in a gate or something.
Oh, no, don't worry. They like that because it's a gambling, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and they got more excited when they are put together. If you separate them, they are not happy.
Okay.
And they are not buying the show. Yeah.
Not gambling as much?
Yeah, not gambling, yeah.
Okay, so apparently the locals like to be enclosed in small places while they, they gamble. It makes them feel better. All right, I understand now. Thank you. There's another event on Wednesday, December 5th, Soap to Cool Illusion Soap Art Showcase and Christmas Shopping Spree at Capra Latte in Lan Kwai Fong. Starts at 7 p.m. $60 entry includes a glass of champagne. Reserved today. Tickets are limited. And we have some meetups on meetup.com. You can get involved in some table tennis, hiking, volleyball, and tennis. So all the usual suspects. No badminton, though. Thursday, December 6th, we have a lecture you can go to. It's called Go York, a guest lecture with Mark Arnall at York St. John University College in Chung-uk. personal trainer and sports therapist to world champion F1 drivers, gives a lecture on training Formula One world champions. That's kind of, if you're into cars, that's kind of an interesting one.
Is that a computer game?
No, it's a lecture.
Formula One simulator.
That would be cool if they had some, but I wouldn't expect any if you went. 5:45 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. We have a charity event on December 6th, the Hong Kong Refugee Advice Center fundraiser at Fringe Club in Central. It's a fundraiser, drinks reception, and silent auction. A free-flowing bar and canapes will be offered. There's a lucky draw for a king-sized premium carafe of wine. It's so big it's equal to 24 bottles of wine in one bottle. Wow. Do you drink much?
No, I don't think it's good. I don't think charity, right? It's doing
Yeah,
charity.
it's for charity.
And you're getting drunk.
Yeah, apparently. That's how you attract people in Hong Kong.
Is that connected?
The drunker they are, the bigger the check is. December 6th and 7th, 7 p.m., $500 in advance to attend this fundraiser.
That's the deposit for the drink.
Right. Well, it's all for charity. It's for a good cause. There's an acting event I thought was kind of interesting for people who might want to do some acting. Hollywood acting workshop with Jean Hartzman. Hollywood acting coach Jean Hartzman is hosting a 2-day workshop for aspiring actors, and she's also giving private coaching sessions for corporate executives. This is December 6th and 7th, 10 a.m., $2,800. Find out more at actingisbelieving.com. And so you're a comedian. Have you ever wanted to do any acting?
Oh, it's like acting already on the stage.
Sure.
When I was doing some crowd work.
Okay.
Yeah, I just.
But am I going to see you on Pearl one night?
Pearl?
Yeah, TVB. Will I see you there?
I hope so. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I need a new plastic surgery first.
Well, if you're listening and you're a TV producer, we got a good-looking young comedian here for your show. Meetup groups on December 6th, tennis and hiking. Oh, I missed one. Shopping. There's a shopping event called The Gift Shop. It's at The Space in Sheung-Wan, which is a new venue. It's a one-stop shop for unique and exquisite gifts this holiday season from Hong Kong and Singapore-based designers. So that's going on December 6th, 11 a.m. Friday, December 7th, we just have some meetup groups. The Hong Kong Social Media Group is having an event called Social Media for Work and Play. There's also volleyball being played, and the Movies and Dining Group are seeing Red Dawn and having dinner. And there's also hiking. That's it for Friday. Saturday, December 8th, we have a food event, the Intercontinental's Holiday Gingerbread House and Cookie Decorating Class at the Intercontinental Hotel in TST. It's at 10:30 a.m. It's $1,288. That's an expensive gingerbread house. But they're going to have a lot of food there that you can eat, and it sounds really nice, actually.
Yeah, the gingerbread can walk. That's why.
Yeah, the man. Yeah. Like it was Shrek or something. There's a running event on Saturday, December 8th. MSIG HK50 Lantau is what it's called. They have 14-kilometer, 27-kilometer, and just a 5K trail run and hike. Buses are arranged for this event from Sha Tin, Prince Edward, and Admiralty, and it's a competition. There's over $150,000 in prizes, and that starts at 7 a.m. Find out more details online. A lot of meetups going on Saturday. Let me go down through the list here. Doubles badminton, field training to be a hike leader for the Hong Kong hiking meetup if you're into hiking and you want to lead some excursions. There's photography, yoga, tabletop gaming group is meeting. Law of Attractions group has an event called Be Ready for Love Before Christmas. It's a half-day workshop about how to take control of your romantic destiny. Yeah, interesting.
Is that a sport event?
Not really, but it's hard to classify. So it sounded more like a recreational event.
Yeah.
So I thought I would try that out. We have also the Gold Outing Network is having golf. It must be Golf Outing Network. I just had a typo. Golf Outing Network having a barbecue and golf. And let me see, there's photography going on. India in Hong Kong group is shopping for and cooking Indian food. There's tennis. The Hello Hong Kong group are having a snake dinner, eating snake. Have you had any before?
Yeah, I think for the punishment.
So it's pretty good then.
Yeah.
The single club is having a mixer. There's volleyball, and mixing and mingling for 20s and 30s group are having a night out at Red Bar at IFC. So there's actually 3 different groups meeting for like single people to go and find a date, I guess.
Yeah.
Just so you can get a girlfriend right in time to buy her a Christmas present.
Yeah.
Right. Sunday, December 9th, another horse racing event, the Hong Kong International Races 2012 at Sha Tin Racecourse. It's going on from noon to 6 p.m. Tourist badge, $150. Public enclosure, $10. Once again, with the public enclosure. They're big fans of that. Hiking event, Great Outdoors Hong Kong. Hikes are being offered by the Hong Kong Tourism Bureau through December 9th. And it's a great way to see beautiful natural sights in the city and see what the city has to offer. Look online for more details. There's a shopping event on Sunday, Island East Markets at Taiku Place in Quarry Bay. Fresh produce, delectable snacks, and local designer goods. They will also have live music performances and activities for children will also be offered, so take the whole family. 10 a.m., it's also taking place on Sunday, December 16th. Running event, XTEP 15 km Challenge 2012, assembly at Choi Yun Road and Choi Shun Street in Shengshui. It's a 15K run, starts at 8 a.m. Another running event, Habitat Challenge Day 2012, 14K run from Tung Chung to Tai O, 10 a.m. And yet another running event, the 6th Mizuno Shekmoon 10K race. Look online for more details, 8:30 a.m. Which one of those runs will you be doing? Probably the longest one, right?
I've been running away from my problems for the whole life, so I don't need to attend.
You'll be running already.
Yeah, I'm running already.
All right. Meetup groups that day. We have Hong Kong boxing meetup group watching Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Marquez. There's a fight going on, and that's going to be at 10 a.m.
Do they have girl fight?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's an undercard bout between 2 girls, but
I want to see if there's fighting like a girl fight. Yeah.
Well, if you throw enough money around, you could probably get 2 girls to fight. Skeptics in the Pub are having, actually we've had David Young, who is the organizer and Skeptics in the Pub, and we had him on a couple shows ago. I want to remind people, Sunday afternoon, December 9th, it's going to be a afternoon at the museum/pub. Starts at 1 p.m., so check that out on meetup.com. And tennis will be played as well. Monday, December 10th, meetup groups. Tabletop gaming group will be playing an adventure game and tennis. Tuesday, December 11th, meetup groups. Badminton, Hong Kong Photography Club having Christmas drinks. So if you're into photography, go get drunk with your friends. There's night hiking and outdoor volleyball in Sheung-Wan. And that's it for the sports and rec section.
Oh.
Lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, you at the first you mentioned the disclaimer. Is that the disclaimer? That
that these are intended for beginners.
Yeah, you forgot to mention that you're not responsible for the events. You know?
Yeah, I should probably always put that caveat at the front of the show.
Maybe some Chinese guy will knock your door. Hey, you told me to go to this event, and now I broke my leg. Do you have insurance covered for this event?
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for pointing that out. I'm gonna have to put that disclaimer at the front of every show now. You know what? You're putting too many thoughts in the listeners' heads. They're gonna say I never should have listened to Travis. Okay. Yeah, good idea. Okay, so actually that brings us to the third and final section of our list. All the late nights and going out and having a good time types of events. This section is called The Get Out. The Get Out this week, we do not have any ongoing events, so let's get kicked off with Wednesday, December 5th. A music event, Calvin Harris at Dragon Eye. He's a Scottish DJ, singer-songwriter. It's 11 p.m. It's $1,000 to see this DJ. Pretty expensive. Now, there's a party going on Wednesday. It sounds interesting. It's called the Lock and Key Party. It's going to be at Pure Bar and Restaurant in Soho. Female guests at the event are given a lock upon arrival, while gentlemen will be given a key. 3 questions will be provided for each guest as icebreakers to find their match. The first lucky couple to find a matching lock and key will win a dining voucher for 2 at Pure. And ladies should be sure to attend the complimentary Hollywood airbrush makeover session as the evening kicks off.
Oh, I thought you win the girl.
You know, maybe you do. That really depends on you, I guess.
Yeah. You remember to bring a universal key. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the master key.
Yeah.
You get them all.
Yes.
All right. 6 p.m., $200 includes a drink and canapes. Sounds pretty cool. Thursday, December 6th, we got a party going on, the Christmas extravaganza at Bizou in Lan Kwai Fong, a full-length cabaret featuring the Vixens. Proceeds go to the charity for some items. $264 includes 1 drink. I think it's Thursday through Saturday, 8 p.m. on Thursday, I think probably 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. $264 includes a drink. Music event, Cascade will be at Play in Central at 10 p.m. $500 early bird tickets, $750 at the door, includes 1 drink. Another musical event, Porter Robinson at Socialito in Central. It's electronic music, 10 p.m. Comedy events, at least I find it to be funny. Hong Kong Storytellers, Holiday Havoc. And this is where they get people to go up and tell stories, funny stories. Have you been to a Hong Kong Storytellers event before?
Oh, not yet, but I know the organizer.
Tom Tiding,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think he might actually be on the show here in the future, hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Sure.
But to talk about the Hong Kong Storytellers, these are actually quite fun. This is going to be at Culture Club, the Culture Club in Soho. It's people telling stories about holiday plans gone wrong. 8 p.m., $120 includes 1 drink. Friday, December 7th, we have comedy, People's Liberation Improv at Takeout Comedy. 9 p.m., $150, BYOB. Saturday, December 8th. Or actually, I should ask you about the improv.
Yeah.
Do you do much any improv?
I've done a couple of shows with the People's
Pete
Liberation.
Grella.
Yeah, Pete Grella, and yeah, it's fun because you have to come up with a solution
Yeah.
quickly,
Very
Yeah.
quickly.
very quickly. So it's
It's a different kind of skill.
yeah. They also offer workshop for the improv. So check it out on the
takeoutcomedy.com.
Yeah.
All right, Saturday, December 8th. Let's get in. So that was it for Friday. Not much going on Friday. Saturday, December 8th, musical event Big Bang Alive Galaxy Tour 2012 at Asia World Expo. This is a K-pop boy band. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, 8 p.m. Tickets start from $480, go up to $1,680 if you want front row tickets for your boy band heartthrobs from Korea. We have an outing, Poho Street Bazaar on Saturday at Tai Ping Shan Street in Po Hing Fong and surrounding streets. Poho is an up-and-coming trendy neighborhood with new galleries, boutiques, and cafes. All-day street bazaar will sell craft beer, artisan sodas, imported wine, and barbecue treats. Starts at 2 p.m., $198 advance, $238 on the day of. Includes 2 food coupons and 6 beverage coupons. Sounds sweet. There's a musical event called Stukulele and Friends at Java Java in Shungwan. Stuart Stukulele Lennon performing the ukulele. Do you know what a ukulele is? It's a small Hawaiian guitar.
Yo-yo?
No, this is a silly musical instrument. It's supported by local talents Winnie Lau, Yen Yen Pang, and These Selfish Things will all be at Java Java in Shungwan, 7:30 p.m. on Saturday, December 8th. Comedy event, Stand-Up at Takeout Comedy. Various local comics will be performing at 9 p.m., $150. I don't think I saw you on the list to perform on December 8th.
No.
Okay.
I'm invisible.
Well, maybe you'll be in the crowd.
Yeah.
We have a party, the Sexy Santa Party at Coyote, going on December 8th. It's a Christmas party with guest DJs, gifts, and sexy Santas, so make sure to wear your Santa gear if you're attending. Starts at 8 p.m. There's a DJ event going on Saturday, Utah Jazz Groove Therapy Asia Tour with Zool and more at Backstage Live in Central. It's a DJ electronic artist, Utah Jazz, 11 p.m. to 5 a.m., $150 in advance, $200 at the door, includes one drink. Musical event, Marcus Schultz at W Hong Kong in West Kowloon. He was voted America's best DJ in DJ Times this year in a poll. So he's got to be good. $680 in advance, $880 at the door. He better be good for that much. We got some DJs performing, Small and Tall, Wolf and Lamb at Key Club. So Wolf and Lamb will be performing, or is it Small and Tall? I forget what the name of this group is. It's one or the other. Also featuring Two Guilos, Swami, Wendy Wen, and Destructo. That's at 10 p.m., $200 in advance, $300 at the door. Another musical event on Saturday, Caspa and Dynamite MC at Fly in Central. These are dubstep artists. Sounds cool. It's 11 p.m., $200, includes one drink. There's a party going on Saturday. Destroyed Hong Kong presents Makin' Bacon 9. Free entry, 2-for-1 drinks going on. It starts at 10 p.m. Look online for more information about the venue.
Oh, Destroy Hong Kong.
Oh, are you familiar with Destroyed Hong Kong?
Wow.
Or are you thinking of actually destroying Hong Kong?
Is that a British group?
I have no idea. I think it's Godzilla basically.
Okay.
It's going to be walking around smashing buildings and so
Yeah.
forth. Sunday, December 9th, we have music, Alvin Chen and Charles Howe at Full Cup Cafe in Mongkok. The duo performs each Sunday until December 25th, so that'll be ongoing, but they will be there Sunday, December 9th, 3 p.m., $80 in advance or $100 at the door. There's a party, unitparties.com, Blacklight and Glow Paint end of semester party supported by Destroyed HK. So there they are again. 10 p.m., standard tickets get 2 drink vouchers, a free t-shirt, and lots of glow paint. So it sounds like they're going to be putting paint all over their bodies that glows in the black light.
Oh, those ones.
Yeah, sounds interesting. But I think it's especially kind of tailored to university students.
Oh.
But it doesn't say anything about average people not being able to go. So
Yeah, so you can pretend to be the university student.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And also the theme, just to destroy Hong Kong. That's the attitude of university student.
Yeah, they're working hard towards that goal. Monday, December 10th, we have the last event here, but it's a well-known music act, Macy Gray from the United States, will be coming and performing live at Kowloon Bay International Trade and Exhibition Center. 8 p.m. Tickets start at $480, and she's kind of a soul R&B singer. She had some hits in the States back in the day. Haven't heard much from her lately, but maybe she's got a new album or something coming out. So that's it for all the events coming up for the week in question. What do you think? A lot going on.
A lot of going events. Yes, that's so good. You got to turn the plastic to gold, and then turn the gold to plastic again, and then you got the badminton, and then you can claim your insurance with him, and then you got the children's choir. You can just watch them. You can't do anything else.
Yes, you make it sound so good.
Yeah, and you got the DJs, and they got the keys and the locks, and you have to pick the lock for the events to get the girl.
Yes.
So yeah, there's a lot of events going on in Hong Kong, so it's so cool. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Always a lot of stuff going on. We say this every week after we're done. There's a lot going on, but it's a great city. That's what we love about it.
Yeah.
Let me see here. So moving on, we're past all the events now. We're just gonna get to the final part of the show here. We always have to play our favorite game with each guest that we have. The game is known as 5Q. Okay. And 5Q is played when I ask you 5 questions, and you just give me the answer, whatever you think it is, if you can. And we keep track, and so far I think the high score was achieved last week. 3.5 out of 5 is the high score, so we'll see if you can beat it.
Oh.
Yeah, somebody got a half point.
Oh, I need to call my parents first. Yeah, I'm doing a competition. Help me on the phone.
There's no phone a friend in 5Q. So question number 1. You said you were a big South Park fan. I'm going to test you here. Name 2 South Park characters other than the main 4 characters. So it's not Cartman, not Stan, not Kyle or Kenny.
Butters.
Jimmy. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we already said one before, so yeah. Can you go for a third?
Black guy.
Yeah, there is a black guy. There was Chef. He died.
Yeah, Chef.
But you can't have Jimmy without Timmy.
Oh, Timmy. Oh, yeah. Timmy.
Yeah, well, you got the 2, so I believe you. You already described the episode. All right, so one for one. Question number 2. What is funnier than a wounded goose? What is funnier than a wounded goose?
Putting it into the oven.
Putting it in the oven. I'm afraid that's incorrect. The answer that I have, what is funnier than a wounded goose? A crippled duck.
Oh.
A crippled duck, which is, I said that because that's one of my favorite bits that you do.
Oh, you actually saw that.
Oh, yeah, I've seen you live a couple times. And Andrew has this great bit where he does an impression of a crippled duck.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do here because you have to see it, really. It's a physical comedy bit.
You have to go all the way to Cyclone to see the crippled duck.
Should we? Can you give them a vocal crippled duck impression, or should we make them go see you live to see it?
You can just destroy the statue. Yeah, if you want to. Yeah.
Okay, so find a duck statue.
Yeah,
and
cripple
then
it. Crippled it. Yeah, it twisted like
All right. Well, everyone out there should see Andrew live to see his crippled duck impression. Do you still do the impression?
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. It depends, yeah.
Okay, cool. If the room is feeling good, then you'll do the impression. Okay.
Definitely not in front of Chinese. Yeah,
okay.
They will be hungry.
Nice. Okay. Question number 3. So you got 1 out of 2 so far. Question number 3. This 4-letter word is a synonym for masticate. This is a 4-letter word that has the same meaning as the word masticate. Now, do you masticate a lot?
Jacking off?
No. No, that's a different word. How could you think that? This is masticate, not masturbate.
No, I have no idea.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I will pass that one.
Masticate is another word for chew.
Oh.
Chew. Yeah.
Oh, my surname?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
A question for Andrew Chu about chew.
No idea.
All right. So you learned a new word today. Masticate means chew.
Thank you for the lesson.
No problem.
It's
so
free.
You can go home and tell your parents that you've been masticating several times throughout the day. All right. Question number 4. Which is funnier, dead babies or dead puppies?
Dead puppies?
Oh, you are so awful. I can't even believe that you... The correct answer was neither.
Oh.
But you know what? Since that was a trick question, I'll give you half a point for that. So we're up to 1.5 now. Okay. Last question.
Yeah.
Does crying in front of your lady make you any less of a man?
No. Because the lady is so rich. If you cry in front of her, she'll give you money.
Okay.
Yes.
I will accept that. That's
compensate.
Correct answer. But now we know what kind of woman you're looking for. All right. So yeah, thank you so much for playing the game. 2.5 out of 5. It's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty good score. Mm-hmm. And because they're tough questions.
Yeah.
And that brings us into kind of our final section here, the plugs section. So Andrew will be performing at Takeout Comedy on December 21st and 22nd. So make sure to go check him out there. We just wanted to mention on behalf of Takeout Comedy, they have shows every week, and we do talk about them on What's Up Hong Kong every week. But the 6th anniversary show will be coming up. It features South Africa's premier comic, is that right? Barry Hilton. He'll be performing from January 17th through 19th, so check that out next month in January. And we also want to mention, like Andrew mentioned before, comedy classes will be taught by that are taught by Jamie Gong, and also improv classes taught by Pete Grella, I believe, are going on at Takeout Comedy from time to time. Check takeoutcomedy.com to find out more information. Check the schedule page. And we know one is coming up on January 28th with Jamie.
Yeah.
Anything else that you would like to mention?
Um,
How about you have a Twitter or a Facebook or anything that we can check you out, a website?
yeah, sure. I have a website. Just hold my gun for me. Yeah.
For those of you at home, Andrew Chu is always armed. He's always packing heat. Oh, yes. Andrew's website, chuandrewcomedy.wordpress.com. And that's Chu, C-H-U,
Yeah.
andrewcomedy.wordpress.com. And got all sorts of information about Andrew, his background. You can contact him via email through there. You can book him for corporate functions. You got a birthday party you want an awesome comedian for. What else can we hire you for?
Charity.
Charity events?
Yeah, I love doing charity.
Will you paint my house?
You know, yeah, I'm not doing charity, but yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah,
that.
sure.
Let me just talk a little bit about the show here. If you're listening and you wanted me to mention an event that you got coming up, just send me an email. You can contact me at travvyj, TRAVVYJ, at speakhk.com. You can tweet me at speakhk on Twitter, or at Travis D. Jones is my personal account. And we have facebook.com/speak.hk. And that's all the ways to contact me. You can also review an event. Tell us how an event that we mentioned today was. If you want to tell us how the Lock and Key went, how you met your love, the love of your life at one of the events. Any kind of feedback is most welcome. If you're listening to us on iTunes, do us a huge favor. Leave a review and rate us. 5-star rating would be awesome. And you can also check us out now on Stitcher, of course, if you have an Android phone. And that way you can stream us without compromising one of your precious internet browser windows. And if you're new to podcasts, check out speakhk.com for more information on how best to listen to podcasts. And just the best way to support the show is tell a friend about the show. So please pass it on, and we'd like to spread the word about what's happening in Hong Kong every week. And that's pretty much it for me this week. And once again, thank you to Andrew Chu. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It was great to have you on, and we look forward to seeing you in the club soon enough.
Yeah, sure. See you in the show. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. For Andrew Chu, this is Travis Jones signing off and saying, that's what's up.